My ex left me for someone else. Advice. My ex, 21M, left me, 21F, for someone else. Update. How do you get over something like this? It's been 1 month. My boyfriend, M21, cheated on me, F21. We have been friends for 5+ years and we're together for 3.5. We have lived together for 1.5 years and had a tendency to stay for another year in this flat. He was such an amazing boyfriend and seemed so in love with me. Our friendship group is full of couples and everyone always viewed our relationship as the strongest one. We did so much together and I really believed we were best friends and meant for one another. We never had any issues in our relationship. Whilst we obviously both had flaws, we always worked together and seemed like a really good team. He bought me teddies for our future children, made baby boots for them, and we very often spoke about wedding venues and houses, and it seemed like a guarantee that we had a future together. Everyone in my life just thought it was a given we were that couple that would stay together forever. About a month or two ago, he became closer to the people on his university course. A month ago, he mentioned a girl he had become friends with, as she had been through a lot of rough time and had opened up to him about it all. She had been cheated on and had a really toxic relationship that ended recently. I knew they were becoming friends, and I trusted him entirely. She had slept with other people on his course, so I just thought she never saw him like that, and he wouldn't be interested because he was with me and seemed to adore me. He said it was completely friendly, and I told him to be careful as not all girls are trustworthy people. I'd met her before and she knew about me and our relationship. I felt slightly uncomfortable with how much she messaged him, but he agreed and said I will not reply unless it's about university. Again, he was so honest and agreed with everything we discussed and said he didn't want me to ever feel uncomfortable about it. He was completely affectionate with me and our relationship did not change in the slightest. He actively asked to cuddle and told me he loved me and danced with me. Everything was completely normal in our relationship. One day I was doing an assignment and he decided to go out with friends because I was busy with work. I told him have the best time and I'd let him know when I was finished. He said he would come home straight away and bring me chocolates on the way home for finishing my work. It got to about 2 in the morning and I wondered where he was and was worried. I rang him and texted and he said he was on his way home. At about 3:30 he rang me and said he needed to speak to me when he was home. He told me he kissed this girl after she told him she liked him. He said he was really confused. Afterwards he went to a friend's house and I went back home to my mum's because I was devastated. I rang him a little later on and he broke up with me. He told me he was more compatible with this other girl. He said in the past month he has started developing feelings for her. He said what they have is stronger and he is happier with her, more than he was with me. Our friendship group have completely disowned him despite me saying they could continue their friendships. He hasn't reached out once, but after his new GF told him he needs to reply to me, he started answering my questions. He just clings to the fact that he had to pursue this because it felt stronger and better and he would have lived with doubt if he ignored it. I feel so blindsided. I saw a future with him and he did too, and that all changed for him in 1 month. His parents have reached out and are in utter shock. I can't understand how he has found something stronger with someone in that amount of time. He said it's a feeling and nothing to do with me. He said he thinks I'm insanely attractive and wonderful, but he sees a future with her now. His new girlfriend is posting numerous stories of him. One is in my old flat eating what was once our favorite meal using all our things, and it's like she's flaunting it. She refers to him consistently as her husband despite them only being together for 3 weeks now. She posts so much of him and he has been doing the same despite him hating social media, or hating it when we were together. He was never a fan of PDA but was very affectionate with me obviously, but now she's posting picture of them kissing. In the posts he's wearing some of my old t-shirts I let him have if they were too big and a bracelet he bought because it was the same color as my eyes. Everything she posts seems to allude to them being basically married. One post was a photo of them together captioned "Someone be our wedding photographer." She posted TikToks the same day he broke up with me soft launching him, and recently posted one with photos of and videos of them together. He even commented on it. In our whole relationship he never downloaded TikTok because he thought it was the dumbest app ever and is really against social media. How has he changed so drastically? I am struggling understanding how he has moved so quickly. How she is referring to him as her husband. I understand I have to accept it now, but I wondered if anyone had any advice on how to deal with how brutal social media can be. I have blocked them, but now I have seen it, I feel horrible. It is so insanely surreal that he has done this, and I feel completely worthless. I wish I could have been enough for him to stay or be more like her so that he would not have left me. What's wrong with me that he just could leave so easily? How is someone making him happier? How could he hurt me like it meant nothing to him? Thank you for any help.